Power target trades, power trigger trade. Alright people, I got an update here and another plan for AAPl. Before I talk about the new plan, let me talk about what I said, back in this area here just about a week and a half ago. I explained about that Apple was a good buy, and we engaged with again, it wasn't really a confirmed thing. It was more like a buy, the support area, and we engaged with these 100 this January 175 calls. Again, this wasn't more of a breakout setup. Now I will get to that point. Now we got in. Now some people got in about $390 an option. As you can see, we are up. Like Power Trigger Trade promised, that we probably would have to pay higher for confirmation, because this did confirm today in a different way, right? But there's another confirmation I want to talk about here, people. Okay, we're in a good zone, but let's talk about the next confirmation and more ways to get into Apple here, like to add. Like I'm already long the position with the 175 calls, but I'm also going to look to add with the 180s and then take my profits with the 170. Just many strategies I'm going to do, but this video plan is about for people who want to get in and engage in the 180s. Okay, so make sure you follow Power Trigger Trade on Twitter, people. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The best in the business, Power Trigger Trade, people. Power Trigger Trade. The more you study, the more you study. Power Trigger Trade, the big picture expert on Apple, since all the way down in the $90 area zone, making option plans, people. Simply the best. Anyways, let's get to the plan. Power Trigger Trade here, talking people. All right now. Apple is set up to test 185 to 190. You heard that right, people. And you know what? This 190, this is where we're going, most likely. But these are the two targets. These are two targets, possible targets. So the January 19 180 calls could be used here. That's right, people. On the new confirmation, again, we have a much better alignment now. So listen up. Apple needs to, I will explain to the video. There's going to be an actionary zone, another actionary zone, between 177.5 to 178. Those are the two levels. Once we start getting above those levels, that will be a confirmation zone for Apple. Won't need to know, but the volume will not be necessary here. Of course, more volume coming in. Let's say you see something like 4 million as it's busting above 177.5. That's an entry. Or you see 4 million as it's busting above 178. But even if the volume isn't there, those two levels are going to be entry levels, and I'll probably make a post on that, because this is something I'm looking to add to the position and also take profits as we're moving, right? So, but this is for people wanting to engage in the 180s who may have not engaged yet with the 175s. It's okay, people. Lots of money to be made, okay? I'm looking to add to my position even more so, because we have an alignment that hasn't been here in the longest time, and it's time for Apple to pay us the dollar bills. Now, at the same time, when waiting for confirmation, 175 will be a good support zone, okay? As well. We may never go below that. There could be some playing around, and I say there could be. So, either you wait for confirmation, okay? Or regardless, you realize that this is a support zone in the 175 area. All right, people? So let's go take a look at the options on the Yahoo. But right now, you can see that they closed 215, 222 for the 180s. And this is for December the 18th. And the 471 for the 175 is making great gains. I was losing in this January calls for about a week and a half, but today making some great gains. And plus, I made the comment as Apple got above 173.5 that we're going to see some great moves, great days. And lo and behold, Power Trigger Trade delivered the truth once again. What do you think? I'm a stock clown, wrong the whole year, like stock clown, stock bookie John? The guy who made fun of the Apple longs, telling people to sell Apple at 140. No, people, I'm not the stock bookie, stock S and clown. I'm Power Trigger Trade, the big picture expert. Let's see what I say here. All right, people, here we are. Apple closed at 176.42. And by the way, people, just as we made great gains in Apple, Power Trigger Trade delivered a plan on December 14th in NVIDIA, making even better gains than we did in Apple. Theoretically, made better gains in NVIDIA than I did in Apple. But, I'm an Apple long for a long, long time, and I make Apple plans, people. But I do a lot more than make Apple plans. I'll show you, people. I'll show you. Power Trigger Trade, the best in the business. Big picture expert all year round, people. All year round. All right, now. So let's take a look at these. Now look at this, people. 85. Now, look at this. But look at the 170s. Look at the open interest. But anyways, the great trading is happening in the 175s and the 180s. 18,000 contracts traded, 85,000 open interest, 97,000 open interest in the options we are already in. Power Trick or Trade. You know, my average in the 175 is about $340. Plenty of time to average into it, right? Plenty of time from that thing. I mean, it was really, but still profitable. Like I explained, it's going to cost more money on the perfect confirmation. Anyways, what word for word what I said, people, is 100% true. I'm Power Trick or Trade, people. The big picture expert. The people were billionaires said, help me, Power Trick or Trade. All right, people. That's the kind of guy. That's the kind of guy you're following, people. Power Trick or Trade. Not stock clown, stock bookie telling people to sell Apple at 140, making fun of the longs. If you've been hurt by that stock clown bookie, I'll get back to the stock bookie. But the stock bookie is this yo-yo over here, okay? This guy over here is famous on the Apple boards telling people, quick guys, it's cheap. Buy Apple. So what he means is he told people, believe it or not, people, he told people to sell Apple at $140 a share, that to buy the gap. No word of a lie. God knows the truth, and so do you, stock clown John. You're finished. You're through. People, you want to study? You want to rally against the stock bookie? He made you upset. You're an Apple long. Power Trick or Trade is your guy. You subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you don't have a YouTube channel, subscribe to it. I do live streams, people, and also check out my created playlist. Tons of powerful proof of plans from start to end. We just did great gains right here. This NVIDIA trade here, 150% gains from my December the 14th plan, people. Listen, people, Power Trick or Trade knows what he's talking about, people. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, listen, I tell people, study the truth for yourself. All right? Again, if you have a YouTube account, I'm going to show you an easy way to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you can talk with Power Trick or Trade, have a chance to ask a question on my live streams as I talk the facts of the market, people. People, I've led my followers throughout the whole year, the Apple longs throughout the whole year, the big picture. We've got so many strong winning gains in Apple, it's not funny. And here is another chance to make even more powerful gains. Power Trick or Trade, people. Power Trick or Trade. Now let's see what I say. All right, people. Now that we just finished watching that great detailed video, don't forget to look at my banner. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you check out my created playlist. Make sure you study before taking action on Power Target Trades. Every plan that I make has great detailed instructions. And I put my heart and soul in it because I want my subscribers and followers to make great money in the markets. But you have to study, people. Let me show you a way to subscribe. Let's see a picture of me around here in a circle format. Simply click on it, and it's going to give you an easy way to subscribe. Don't forget, people, at the end of the video to like the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like